Blast out to the pack. It is Pack here,
AKA your mama's best friend, your daddy's worst nightmare.
Today's video, NBA 2K actually dropped all the rookies from my team in NBA 2K22 and they have their face scans. I'm going to cover the top 5 picks in the NBA draft, the rookies and their face scans and their real life look, and see how realistic they got them. Honestly, 2K's had some pretty bad reputations of messing them up, like for example Anthony Edwards. To this day they've messed up. It's tragic, but I'm going to cover that right now. If you like this kind of content when it comes to players, ratings, face scans, and all that kind of stuff, please join the pack and subscribe. Let's get this video started. With the number 1 pick in the draft, Paolo Banchero, who is now on the Orlando Magic. Here is a face scan of him compared to real life and in 2K. So I'll actually say that the face scan is actually a pretty good job. I think for the most part, this is not bad. There's definitely some gripes I have. Like on the right, you see Paolo screaming. And you see like the little brow is like wrinkling at the eyebrow level. There's no wrinkle in 2K, so that's just not good. But they have like the little eye darkness, very good. The nose is actually really accurate. I think the face shape is really good. They did a really good job there. The ears are pretty close. I do think the hair definitely needs to do a better job. Like you can see the hairline being done on the right with a fade. And on the left, I just feel like they didn't do a very good job. Besides that though, if you really look at this, I mean, this is a very solid one. Maybe they're missing the vein on the brow. That's such a small thing. The tattoos look pretty accurate, at least from as much as we can tell from this photo. Overall, I actually think they did a very good job with Paolo. I think it's actually one of the best face scans I've ever seen 2K do. I think it's actually very accurate. A W. I can't believe there's nothing much more to say about this, but there isn't because it's just so well done. And then at number 2, we had the second pick in the draft, Chet Holmgren on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Chet right here, left to right. Now, I think this one's also actually pretty solid. I don't think it's perfect, to be honest with you. Not compared to Paolo, which I thought was really good. I think Chet's kind of inconsistent. Like, I think the eyes and the mouth, the ears are all pretty accurate. Maybe the ears should have been a little bigger. You can see that they're kind of small on the left. But overall, I think the skin tone's great. They added the little facial hair, which they didn't even need to do, but they did it. That's very solid. Even the mole, very good job from them. I think the head shape is a little wrong. I think in real life, Chet's face is longer. I think his head kind of expands a little bit more at the top of the head. But that's such a minor thing that it's not that big of a deal. Also, they're kind of missing the redness on his face. But overall, I think this is a very good face scan as well. Just maybe a little skinnier and longer face and it would have been perfect. Also, the hair, I think to me, it's going in the wrong direction. That's something they could have fixed for sure. Besides that though, I mean, there's very little small changes. This is like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 face scan. I think this is actually a very good job. Last thing I could say is the nose on the right. His nose is like a little bit bigger in the front, where on the left, and they didn't even really add it. It's more pointy. Besides that though, I think this is a very good face scan. One of the better ones for sure. At number 3 on this list, we have rookie Jabari Smith, who's going to be playing for the Houston Rockets. Jabari Smith is another one I thought they did a pretty good job with. I do think that the angle's not necessarily fair because like his head is pointing upward while on the right it's pointing like face forward. So there's a little bit of a problem here. Like they make his neck look super long on the left. They made his hair or his head look smaller, but that's also because of the angle. I think we're just looking at the features of the face. I think the eyes are really accurate. I think the nose are accurate. I think the mouth is accurate. I think the eyebrows are very thin, just like real life. And I think the hair is very good. The ears are a little small, so that could have been fixed. Again, I think even though the angle's weird, I still think the neck is way too long. I think the skin tone is a little off, but that might have just been the saturation. So there's little minor things. This one's also very good though. They even have the little mustache he has. Very clean, very good job from 2K. They even added the little like wrinkle on his brow. I mean, that's really solid. I can't complain about this one either. Probably a 9 out of 10 for me. This one's great. At number 4 on this list, we have rookie Keegan Murray on the Sacramento Kings. Keegan Murray is, if you watched my last video, I think he's going to be a very good NBA player. Here he is in NBA 2K22 compared to real life. And I think they did an okay job. There's definitely problems here. I think they got the lip right. He's got like a little lip thing going on where like the bottom one's longer than the top one. But they got the facial hair, which is a little darker than usual, but it's decent. The hair seems okay. The head shape, the features on his face seem necessarily basically solid. I think they could have made his eyes a little darker on like the, I guess like the eyelid. but overall it's decent. I think the bigger problem is the skin color. I think they made him a little too dark when on the right he seems very lighter, and I saw a lot of photos and he's been consistently a little lighter, so I think 2K made him a little too dark. And again, I think they're making players' necks way too long. But again, these are little things compared to the overall face scan, which I think is very, very clean and good and solid and accurate, and so there's nothing much more to complain about that. Another one that's pretty decent, I think it's one of the lesser ones compared to the other three, but this one's still a pretty solid job from 2K. But this last one for Jaden Ivy, what in the world is that? What in the world is that? That is awful. That is awful. Wow. So he's gonna be playing for the Pistons, and this is pretty bad. I mean, all of it. I mean, sure, maybe they got the hair kind of correct, and the mustache is right. But the eyebrows are wrong. The eyes, the nose, the head shape, the skin tone, everything about this is just straight up wrong. I don't know. I don't think that they got an actual face scan for Jaden Ivy. I think that they just tried to hand model it, and they did a very poor job. I mean, the face shape is wrong. Even Jaden Ivy himself went to Twitter and was like, also, can't express how big of a blessing it is to be on 2K. But who is this? And even he is like, bro, this is terrible. I mean, to be fair, this isn't the best quality photo, and maybe I could have found a better one. But oh my lord, is that horrendous? I'm terrified of that. I mean, just looks like two completely different people. That looks like a different NBA player. That looks more like, I don't know, it doesn't look like Jaden Ivy, that's for sure. That's pretty damn bad. Man, give 2K Redemption next year, but I'm pretty sure these are the same face scans they're going to use for NBA 2K23 because that's what they did last time. So that's going to be Jaden Ivy's face scan for a while, and if he ends up being as good as Anthony Edwards, this is just going to be another case of a terrible face scan done by 2K, and they never fixed it. I'm disappointed for Jaden Ivy. That's pretty, like, imagine being so good, right? Playing so good in college, everyone has all this hope for you. You make it in the NBA, you get your face on 2K, and that's what they give you, bro? Like, how do you even react to that? Like, it's like an insult to you, and they're never gonna fix it for another 2 years. That's craziness, but that's it. Overall, I thought most of them were really, really good, but this last one with Jaden Ivy is just classic 2K. That's terrible, bro. That's terrible. Okay, what do you guys think about these face scans? Which one do you think is the best? Which one do you think is the worst? It's Jaden Ivy. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this channel, please give it a sub. I'll see you guys next time.